Hello guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video I will be showing you two classifications for dynamic programming. The first classification will be based on easy to medium level problems. So most of the easy to medium level problems will be falling under the first classification, and most of the hard level problems will be falling in the second classification. So let us look at the first classification. Well, this is for easy to medium level classification. Most of the problems in this level will be falling under these type of DP problems. So first type is a well-known type, which is a knapsack problem, and in this type we will be having 0-1 knapsack, bounded or unbounded knapsack. Now the second type is for LCS, which is longest common subsequence. The third type is LIS, which is the longest increasing subsequence. Well, basically what happens is, when you can solve this LCS, even though you will be seeing many other problems which will be making use of this LCS, you will have to somehow convert a given problem to LCS problem, and then you can apply the LCS logic in order to solve the given problem. Okay, so the most difficult part in solving a problem is to identify whether a given problem can be solved by using a given technique. So this is the most difficult part. Once you identify that the problem is an LCS problem, it will be very simple to apply the LCS logic and solve this problem. So I hope you are understanding why classification is important. Classification is important because let us say you know how to solve LCS problem or how to solve LIS problem. Now let's say you are given a problem. Then somehow you will have to convert that into the parent problem, which is, let's say, LCS in this case. So if you can convert a problem to a parent problem, and if you know how to solve the parent problem, then it will be very simple in order to solve the given question. So whenever a question comes, generally it will not say about LCS or LIS directly, but then you will have to make out. Okay, so classification of the problem is also very important, so that if you can classify a problem, then it will become much more simpler in order to apply any logic. Okay, now the fourth such type is matrix chain multiplication. Fifth type is DP on grid. Well, this grid problem is basically 2D grid is very common. There can be 1D grid or multi-dimensional grids as well. So the most common problem is like you will be starting from 0, 0 and find the minimum cost path to this last cell. So this can be one variation of this DP on grid. Now cadence algorithm is also dynamic programming algorithm, and there are many problems, like there will be tons of problems which uses cadence algorithm. So this is also using dynamic programming, and there will be some other classifications in this group as well, which I may not have mentioned. So these are the very basic common problem types which you will be encountering during your interviews or your coding round for interviews. Okay, so what is not common is you will be encountering the advanced DP problem, which is the second classification. These will be containing much harder problems as compared to those which I had shown you earlier, and generally you will find these problems in competitive programming. So these will not be common during your interviews, but this will be important in terms of competitive programming. Now the classification goes like this. The first one will be DP, kth lexicographical string, DP on tree, DP plus bit masking, DP plus BIT, that is binary index tree or segment tree, DP plus convex hull. We have some other classifications as well: DP preprocessing, DP plus try, DP plus geometry, DP plus binary search, and DP plus Knuth optimization. We will also be having some other types as well which I have not mentioned here. So these are the advanced DP topics, but we should not care too much about these topics. This will only be important for competitive programming. So first you should focus on this easy to medium level question types. So if you can clear and solve very easily all these problem types whichever I have mentioned, then you can jump to advanced DP type. So what I will do is I will first start with this dynamic programming type for easy to medium level. This will be very helpful for your interview preparation. Once I complete all the types by including sufficient problem for each and every type, then I will move on to this advanced DP type. So this will not be done for this year at least, because first I will be covering all the basic to medium level topics for interview, and then I will move to the advanced topics. Okay, so I hope you were able to understand the DP classifications and where to start and how to do it. So soon I will be starting the DP series as well. So after the graph series I will be doing this. I hope this classification video was helpful for you. If you have any other doubt, then feel free to comment below and I'll try to help you as soon as possible. Like and share our video and subscribe to our channel in order to watch more of these programming videos. See you in our next video. Thank you.